Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This video is my current full face of makeup routine, and as you can see I jump right in with a primer. This is a mattifying primer by Savvy Minerals. Next I go in with this color corrector by LA Girl. It's an orange concealer to cover up those blemishes I have. Next is my Beauty Counter foundation. This is the Tint Skin and it is in the shade Chestnut. I love this foundation. It is so easy to blend and it is so buildable. And the brush I'm using to apply the foundation is the ES13 by Juno & Co. So after foundation, I go to my brows next. I'm just brushing them out here. And to fill in my brows, I prefer a pencil. This pencil I'm using is by the brand Jordana, and it's in the shade 03 Dark Brown. And here I'm just brushing them out again just to help blend the pencil into my natural brows. I feel like this just gives you a more natural look. Next I go in with concealer. This is the LA Girl concealer and it is in the shade Fawn. I just apply this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and in the middle of my forehead. And then I also do under my cheekbones just to help with the contour as well as my chin. And then I'm using a damp microfiber sponge by Juno & Co. to blend all of the concealer out. So my next step is to set my entire face with a translucent powder. My favorite powder is the Beauty Counter mattifying powder. It is super fine, it blends right into the skin. I have trouble with some other translucent powders just because I feel like they show up a little ashy, especially on darker skin. But I love the Beauty Counter one because it just melts right into your skin. And I'm using Sonia Kashuk brush to blend this in. It's number 130. So next I'm going in with a highlighting powder. This one is by Maybelline. It's the Fit Me line, and I am putting this underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, on my chin, all the places that I applied the concealer. And this one is in the shade 35. And the brush I'm using to apply this powder is the ES16. So my next step is eyes. I will be using the Beauty Counter Classics palette, and the shade I'm going in my crease is the shade Sable, and I am just using a small brush to apply that to my crease. I'm applying the next color with my finger, and this is a Beauty Counter shadow, but it's from the Desert Sunrise palette, which is a limited edition palette by Beauty Counter, and it is in the shade Bark. I am just applying this right to my eyelid. So this is the last shade I'm going to use on my eyes. This is on the Classics palette by Beauty Counter. This is the shade Sienna, and I'm using it just to blend that crease color and the lid color together so that there aren't any harsh lines. My next step is mascara, and this one I'm using is by Maybelline. It's the Colossal Volume Express. This is my all-time favorite mascara. I've tried so many different mascaras, but I love the formula of this one. It's not too wet, it's not too dry. Next is my bronzer. This one is by Bare Minerals. It's the matte foundation powder in the shade Deepest Deep. I apply this to the hollows of my cheeks, to the sides of my face, to my forehead, underneath my chin, kind of creating like a number 3 shape. I also do the sides of my nose. This is probably my favorite step in my entire routine because, as you can see, it really brings dimension back into my face. And if you're not doing this step, I would encourage you to, because it really just makes a difference in your makeup application, and it just makes your makeup look like second skin. I'm also using the ES05 brush to apply this. Next is my contour, and in another video I would love to explain more in depth the difference between bronzer and contour. This one I'm actually not sure who it's by. I lost the packaging from it, but I'm using the ES03 brush to apply this. This next step is probably the most important. I am blending those 3 shades that I just added to my face. I'm blending them all together, and to do that I'm using my ES10 brush. This is important because you don't want any harsh lines. You want everything to just kind of blend together seamlessly. Here I'm applying a highlight to the tip of my nose, to the middle of the bridge of my nose, and the high points of my cheeks. Also, if you notice, my eyelashes look a lot different in this clip as in the previous one. I do like 3 different coats of mascara with my makeup routine, and I also love to do another video on that, but I just want to let you know these are my lashes. I just applied 3 different coats of mascara. And that completes my full face makeup routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was my first voiceover, so I apologize if it's a little on the amateur side, but I'm trying to learn the best I can. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys would like to see more makeup videos.